You sign stuff all the time, right? But what if your signature carried the weight of an entire company's integrity? Sounds pretty intense, doesn't it? Well, in the corporate world, a single signature can literally be the line between total trust and massive fraud. So what's really going on behind that little squiggle? Let's dive in.
Okay, just picture a constant, massive flood of digital information. That's what's happening every single year. Companies have to file tons of electronic forms with government regulators. Stuff like annual returns, financial statements, changes in leadership. It's an absolute mountain of data. And really, this data is the bedrock of our whole market economy.
And that, of course, leads to the big, multi-billion-dollar question. With this insane amount of data flying around, how on earth can anyone be sure it's actually true? I mean, what's to stop a company from just fudging the numbers? How do we maintain trust in the system at all?
So today, we're going to break down the really clever system designed to solve this exact problem. We'll look at the paperwork challenge, meet the professional gatekeeper, understand why their signature is so much more than just a name, see what happens when things go wrong, and believe me, the cost is high, and finally, we'll see why all of this really matters to all of us.
All right, let's kick things off with the core challenge here. You've got this sea of data and this huge question mark hanging over it. Can we actually trust any of it?
So here's the situation. Companies are filing an endless stream of e-forms. Government bodies, like the Registrar of Companies, are completely drowning in documents. The whole system's integrity, everything, depends on that info being accurate. But there's just no way for the government to check every single piece of paper. It's totally impractical. And that creates this massive gap, a vulnerability, that needs a real solution.
And that is where our solution comes in. It's a system called pre-certification, and at the very heart of it is a specific kind of professional. A true gatekeeper.
So, what is pre-certification? It's actually a pretty straightforward idea. Before a company can even file its official forms, an independent professional has to check everything. They have to verify it and then certify it. In India, for example, this person is a Practising Company Secretary, or a PCS. They are the first line of defense against bad information.
And this system is a win-win for pretty much everyone. It ensures correctness by making sure the form data matches the company's actual records. It promotes good governance and protects stakeholders, and it cleverly shifts the compliance burden away from the government and onto the company and its professionals. This in turn means the regulator's workload is reduced, and they can actually trust the documents they receive. It just makes the whole system run smoother.
So this Practicing Company Secretary is absolutely not just a rubber stamp. They are an independent gatekeeper whose entire job is to ensure compliance at the source, catching any errors long before they ever reach a regulator.
Okay, so let's get back to that signature. What does it actually mean when they sign off? Because it's way more than just ink on a page. It carries some serious professional weight.
Think about it like this. When you sign for a package, you're just saying, yep, that's me. It's a routine thing. But when a PCS certifies a document, they're verifying facts and legal compliance. It's a massive professional undertaking, and it comes with huge personal and legal risks attached.
And get this is the actual language from the declaration they make. I declare that I have verified the above particulars from the original/certified records and found them to be true, correct, and complete. That is not just some legal boilerplate. That is a personal promise putting their entire professional reputation on the line with those words.
And that declaration makes one thing crystal clear. This is not about just taking management's word for it. No way. It's a guarantee that they have done their homework. A thorough, deep-dive verification, not just a quick glance and a signature.
So what does that due diligence actually look like? Well, for just one form, a standard annual return, the PCS has to dig through everything. We're talking minutes from board meetings, shareholder registers, the latest audited financials, past filings, you name it. They're cross-referencing and verifying data right from the ground up.
Which of course brings us to a crucial question. What happens if they get it wrong? What are the consequences when this gatekeeper fails?
Well, let me tell you, the stakes are unbelievably high. Professionally, they face disciplinary action. Financially, we're talking severe penalties. Legally, they could face criminal charges for fraud. And operationally, their digital signature can be shut down, which effectively ends their career.
Let's put a real number on it. For wrongly certifying just one common form, that annual return we talked about, the penalty is a flat 200,000 rupees. That's for a single mistake.
But you know what? That fine is just the start. If that false statement is considered fraudulent, things get way more serious. We're talking potential jail time.
imprisonment for a term that could extend up to 10 years.
And listen, this isn't just some theoretical threat. These things actually happen. There are real-world cases of professionals being penalized for failing to do their due diligence, for just trusting what management told them instead of checking the original documents. This system absolutely has teeth, and it uses them.
Okay, so let's zoom out for a second. We've been deep in the details here. Why does this single signature matter so much to the rest of us?
It's because the integrity of this system benefits everyone. Investors rely on that verified data to make decisions. Regulators need it for fair markets. Companies themselves benefit from good governance. And all of us, the public, we need a stable market we can have confidence in.
So here's the key takeaway. Pre-certification is a fundamental pillar of corporate governance. It protects shareholders, it ensures we have data we can actually rely on, and it maintains the confidence and stability that our entire market is built upon.
So we come back to our original question. Is it just a signature? By now you know the answer is a hard no. It's a personal guarantee, it's a regulatory backstop, and it is truly a cornerstone of the trust that holds our entire corporate world together.